He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the ground with the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. We didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Grab behind the line. It's Sturdivant. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The give. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Turning it on. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a crease. It's Gibson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Makes the catch. It's Sturdivant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Sturdivant. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback now breaking the field. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. In for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Lagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just keep swinging it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Trying play action. Going for it all. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gator! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came out.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option route.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? The offense will quickly use the timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quarterback adapted. He turns it loose to the left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's ball. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Crosses to 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Gators sending the offense back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Grabs his screen around all kinds of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Baxter. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wingo. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Continues to fight for yards. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Now from inside the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice move to keep running. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing.
Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Good timing on the quick out.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Lagway. He spins that thing down the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Dances away to buy time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He wants to change this route. He's looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He might want another play. Got the quick completion. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.